Hello and good day. I do not play a lot of things online, but once in a while that would have been a miracle. You see, this is GoldiLocks. I'm going to put it on the fast play, but this is GoldiLocks and and the Three Bears, I imagine. And it's on Facebook. It's under sort of the name of the game. The big game is Mirror Ball Slots, and this is GoldiLocks. And the Three Bears. Oh my. So it's a typical sort of slot thing in that oh well, hang on, I should stop this for a second. I will stop. I'm going to change, I think. Why is this not working for me? Oh, okay, hang on. Now what? Oh, maybe I have to do another spin. Ha! I'm going to change my bet to 1,000. So, of course, there are bears in here. There are wild things, as any slot would have. I don't know. Now that second thing, when it makes that noise, that porridge bowl, that means that whatever pay anything does is wild. It's twice as much. And if you get 2 of them in, it's 3 times as much. If you get 4 of them in, it's 4 times as much. But what? Oh, look at that. But what we are really looking for is GoldiLocks. And if you should get 3 of them, oh, there's one. It makes that cute little noise. Oh, there's one. But to get to the bonus round, we need 3 of them. And does that happen often? Well, it is. Oh, well, there's 2. It is random. It is. So, you just never know. Now you can. In this game there are these things called charms, which you can use to force things to happen. And you can buy them. Of course, like any game, there's all kinds of things you can buy, because that's the reason people have these games, so that you will get hooked on them and Now that does not happen often either. If you notice, and it'll give the payout as it goes, but there are 4 of the porridge bowls all together. And that, 16,000. That does not often happen. That payment there on that spin is sometimes more than what the bonus round will garnish. Oh, now this is another thing. Every little while, when you actually don't win anything, there is this sort of secondary game that goes on that basically rewards you for playing when you fail. Sometimes. And up at the top, 2 or 3. Up at the top there's a thing right now, it says 104 to 250. If you play an awful lot, you can get, there are these bonus amounts, and at first you start off as not much and then it gets more, but you have to play more and it takes a lot, and I don't play that much. But anyway, when you do accomplish one of these levels, you get mirror balls, and when you get mirror balls, then at the end of the challenge you can go and trade them for things, and sometimes, of course, when you trade them, you can trade them in and pay nothing and get something cool. But if you pay something, there's a couple of options, you can get a lot more that's cool. Once again, I avoid paying for such things. But I enjoy the game. And what I like about the game, of course, is well, the graphics, the sound effects, the whole thing. And also, I find that if I set it up and let it go, I usually, I may not exactly end up at the same spot, but usually I don't lose too much. Oh. So this is on Facebook, Mirror Ball Slots. This is GoldiLocks, and oh, and sorry, it's not the Three Bears, and it's GoldiLocks and the Wild Bears. And I really wish it would hit 3. I have it on the fast play. It's kind of more mysterious on the slow play. In that, hang on, I can go over here. There, I'll turn the fast play off. And it spins longer and it spins slower. And it adds to the mystery. Especially when the little girls come in. Nope. No, GoldiLocks. Oh, there we are. I have played one of, some of the challenges right to the end of this thing here. And I find that, not that it's, of course, anything but random, but typically I find whatever I sort of win, it sort of works itself out, So I don't usually end up that much ahead. So here is the slower play. I wish one of the GoldiLocks girls would come in. Let's see. No. Oh, I remember what happened, sorry. When 2 of them come in, it then sort of does a little extra. But, of course, here we are. And maybe it's camera shy. So the house there, of course, that's the house of the Three Bears. Sorry, the Wild Bears. That's a wild thing. The ace, the jack, and the king and the queen, they're just, things that happen in. Not that they don't pay, but, the big things are the bears. So it's funny, there's Mama Bear, Baby Bear, Papa Bear, and then there's the teddy bear, and I think the teddy bear is the most valuable thing on the game. I think. When you do, 2 out of 3. When you do get to, oh, here we are. When you get to, please, no. When you get to the bonus round, the Papa Bear, Mama Bear, and Baby Bear can become wild. And that just depends on how many of the GoldiLocks come in. And that is a cool thing about the game, if ever we could get there. I think I'm going to go back to the fast play. I'll give it one more spin. No, we'll go back to the fast play. It's not all that... Well, it is faster. I wish in the fast play it didn't... It still feels it has to show every single line and what paid off, and I really don't care about that. Okay. Now, if you look down... Oh, we have won the mini reward, worth 8,000 coins. If we keep playing a whole lot longer, we could win the next one. So we have won 1 mirror ball. Now, because this is... oh. See, it doesn't do the extra little dance and the extra little stuff when you're on the fast part. I suppose I do have 2 minimal charms over at the side there, and if this does not come up and do something to get us to the bonus round, I might use those. Now, they have different level charms, and what that means is that was a good spin. Wow. Anyway, the charms will give you the bonus round. Oh, that was close. But the level of the charm dictates how much each line is worth on the bet. And the charms I have are not very elaborate, because I don't buy them. So I think we are just about done the 100 spins I picked. So, you know what? Maybe it's time. I'm going to go to the slow play, and I'm going to use a charm. Ooh, the mystery. Okay, so, actually one of the other things I wish this game didn't make you do was press start every time you do free spins, because then I could just leave it to play and play and play and play and play, but I can't. So, now, what happens, just before I do this, is there are, how many lines? 25 lines? 25 lines, yes. And just over here, there's these things here. This is, you can't see the others, they're under here. But if you get a whole bunch of GoldiLockses, they come down, and then first Papa Bear goes wild, Mama Bear goes wild, and you get 2 extra spins, and then Baby Bear goes wild, and you get 2 extra spins. So, I would like to think this is a productive bonus round. Let's see what happens. Nothing. Oh. Okay, so now they kind of pop down below. That is not enough to make Papa Bear go wild. We need one more. And there's 1, and there's 2. Okay, that's good. It is usually only get 1. Now Papa Bear will go wild. Unfortunately, there's no Papa Bears there to go wild. But from now on, Papa Bear looks wild. Aha! So we could really use some more GoldiLockses. Oh, there's 1. Now the one unfortunate thing is when GoldiLocks comes in there, she doesn't really count for anything. So she kind of like takes up that spot, and then like that probably didn't make much difference on that one. Oh, there's another one. But anyway, this is just, you know, crawling along here. We really need more. Okay. Come on. Okay, now we got 2 more. Now the chances that we'll actually get to the... Okay, we got 2 free spins. The chances that we will get enough... Aha. Mama Bear goes wild. Enough to get to the end and get more wild is remote. Oh, but it is possible. Because now we have 3 spins left, and we only need 2 more GoldiLocks to get there. 1. But what I often find happens is it'll get just one short. So now we would really like another GoldiLocks. Oh, we got one. Okay. So now, not that we have many in there, and not that this will make a big difference, we got 2 free spins, and Baby Bear goes wild. And now, we don't want any more GoldiLockses. We want wild everywhere. And this is looking okay. But boy, sometimes if it gets the porridge going in there, and this is a big win. Now, there are no porridge bowls in there, but it's done pretty. 10,620. Okay, now we only have, I think, 1 spin left. So we would like a whole lot of wild everywhere. Well, that's alright. Not a bad bonus round. So now we're back to the regular game. So we'll do another 100 spins. Let's see. Anyway, this game, Mirror Balls, has, I don't know exactly how many other different games within it, but it has quite a few. Maybe 20? Maybe? Possibly? Oh, let's go back to Fast Play. So there's all kinds of things in here that are cool. I happen to like the GoldiLocks game, but there are others that I like and others that pay off better. And really, I don't do this very much. I don't do this very often. Oh. But it is entertaining. Oh, yes. We're going for the bonus round. Well, that didn't take long. Alright, so we will start. We'll see what happens. It's always nice to see GoldiLocks come up quickly. But so far, we have not won very much. And we've kind of... Oh, it's fun, just as rare as it is for 3 of them to show up in 1 spin. Although it does happen, even in the bonus round, it does happen. So we're going along okay. We could certainly use more GoldiLocks in a hurry, because otherwise we're not even going to get Mama Bear wild. And it looks like probably we're not going to get wild Mama Bear. Oh, yes we do. We do indeed. Okay, so 2 more spins. But the chances of getting the Baby Bear are pretty remote this time. Unless we get 2 or 3 right now. We'll probably end up 1 short. What we would really hope for is just a whole lot of wild right now. And I don't think that got us much of anything. So that will probably be the end of... That is the end of free spins, and that's not a terrible payoff. That basically means that we got 32 free spins, so to speak, that we don't have to pay for because we're betting 1,000 each spin. I kind of wish that the GoldiLocks characters were also treated as wild, because there are times when, you know, everything is going great and GoldiLocks pops in, but she really takes away from what otherwise would be a big payoff if a wild thing was there, or if another thing was there. But, you know, I still like the game. And it's funny, sometimes I do play it without the sound on and I just check in to see what's what. But really, it is, the visuals are great. I like the sound. And, as I say, I don't play very often, but it is entertaining. And when you pay off a little bit, it makes, you know, sort of a noise. You can tell by the noises whether it's see, that has a little more gusto to it. Well, I am thinking we're getting close to the end of what my dear camera here will accept in a file. So I guess I will sign off and say thank you for being here. Remember, this game is on Facebook under Mirrorball Slots, and I can't say I've never spent a dime on it, but I've done my best to spend hardly anything at all, because I'm just here to be entertained. I'm not here. I think maybe once I did, when I had a whole bunch of mirror balls, I did take advantage of the third thing and paid a little bit to get some more coins and more stuff. So I will sign off. Maybe we'll get back to the bonus round, maybe we won't. But I do believe that this file, or sorry, the camera, which I wish, it's a Sony DSLR, I wish it had files that would just keep copying and, or not copying, keep on going from one to another, but it doesn't. So, thank you for being here. I hope you've enjoyed this. And if you get a chance and you're on Facebook, I think you'll find this game entertaining, as well as the many other variations. I will put other variations up when I get a little time. Bye for now.